All right, it's your boy Roy. We're back. I know it's been a while, but today we got a brisket here. We got this brisket, and it came down to it's a brisket flat. It says right here, boneless beef point, but it's a brisket flat. And I'm gonna do it in the pressure pot. I got it for $10 on reduce. I just started out, and then also we're gonna do some of these. I found these, never had them. We're gonna do some Cheetos mac and cheese, and today we'll be making a brisket sandwich and see how good that turns out. So let's give it a shot and see how it goes. All right, now we're gonna season up our brisket here. I got. I'm gonna use some pappies, salts in here, and it's a coarse salt and coarse pepper. So what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna get this, put it in this pan here. That's a good piece of meat there. There's our fat cap on it. All right, so what we're gonna do is get this seasoned up here. I'm gonna get some of my salt. It's gonna be like a half and half, basically. You'll see, not too bad. It's gonna be in the pressure pot, so I don't really want to put too much salt and pepper. All right, now for the pappies, because I like some good old pappies. See how that goes. Pat that down. Turn that over. All right, do the same thing on the back. Now we're gonna let that sit for a second. Let all them uh, seasoning get up in there, and then we'll go from there in a minute. I want to add. You could use beef stock. I only have chicken stock, so I'm gonna use chicken stock. I'm gonna put 2 cups of chicken stock in there. I'm gonna put a little bit of some Worcestershire sauce in there, just a little bit, and we're gonna do some liquid smoke so we get that smoke flavor. And see what we got going on in there. All right, now we got that ready. We'll mix it on up. Damn, that smells good already. Woo-wee. We're gonna sear the outside of this before we put it up in our pressure pot. Yep, get that seared in a little bit. Just turn it over, letting it sear on the other side. Maybe about 3 minutes each side, and it's looking very, very good. It's just the recipe I saw online. Thought I'd give it a shot, and then since got a good deal on this brisket here, give it a shot. We're gonna take this now. We're gonna move it on over to the pressure pot. Oh, look at that, it's beautiful. Move it on over here, put it up here. We got our divider. All right. Now we've got it up in our pressure pot right now. It's looking really, really good. So we're going to set this. All right. So we got it in there. We're going to cover it up. Get this ready to go. Now what we need to do is we're going to set this at high pressure. And we got to go for an hour and 15 minutes. And let's see how long will let me cook. All right. You got it set for 60 minutes right now. So once I'm going to close the top here, once we get that ready to go, looking good, got it all ready for 60 minutes. And then, yeah, we'll be ready to go. And a little bit here, we'll get started making our mac and cheese and the rest of our stuff going. We'll be back in a minute. All right, right here's about time I lost audio. So, we're just going to go with it. We put the mac and cheese. It's pretty simple. Follow directions. And had a lot of issues with this video here. My camera stand wasn't working, and all that. So we're adding the milk here. Adding the sauce, mixing it up, and pretty much is what you're gonna get. It's basically the same old thing. It's just boxed mac and cheese, except that it's a Cheetos brand, and that's about it. And so, yeah, other than that, we're just gonna Get this all mixed up, and then we'll go from there. Now right here, we pulled the brisket out, and we're getting ready to cover it up for a little bit. We're gonna let it rest. Put some foil over it. I put a towel over it after this. I'm just gonna let it rest for a little bit here before we cut into it. We're gonna make some sandwiches, and so there's gonna be like really, really good sandwiches. So right here, we're getting our butter sauteed and get our onions and our garlic and our chilies, getting them all ready for our sandwich. Just gonna sweat them down, until they get about translucent, just basic. And then once we throw our chilies in there, we'll get our chilies all cooked up, and yeah, they'll start looking pretty good. Get ready for our sandwiches. And now it's time to add a little bit of pepper, and then get ready to get these things pulled out because they're looking really good. And start getting ready to get the bread in there. We're gonna toast the bread a little bit, so we'll get some bread up on there and get it toasted. Put some butter on that bread, make it look really good, really good. And yeah, get that stuff ready to go and get our sandwiches made up here pretty soon. I'll tell you what, uh, cutting this brisket right here, it turned out real nice and tender, real juicy. You can just see it cuts real easy, and boy, it's looking juicy and beautiful. Couldn't ask for a better brisket out of a pressure pot, because that's like really, really good. So we'll get it all cut up. I'm gonna cut it into some cubes here in a minute, and then we'll get ready to put it up on the sandwich there. Yeah, so like I said, it's the first time doing a brisket in a pressure pot. Came out really, really good. I couldn't believe how well it went for being a pressure pot. Only an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, once we put this sandwich together here, it's unbelievable how good, it tastes. I put a little mustard. I like mustard on my stuff, so I don't know how many people do, but you can put anything you want on it. You could just put the brisket in the bread, and I guarantee you it'd have been just perfect. I didn't do barbecue sauce. I like barbecue sauce, but I really don't, want a whole bunch of barbecue sauce. So what I did is add some of my mac and cheese here, the Cheetos mac and cheese, get a little spice in there, and that actually wasn't bad for Cheetos mac and cheese. Would be my first choice ever again. But hey, I found it, tried it, and it fit the bill for the day. Took care of it. Yes, we're gonna load it up here. Get this thing all loaded up, and then now we're gonna get the onions on there. And oh boy, I can't wait for a taste test here. I was waiting. I was waiting. I couldn't get that ready to eat that first bite. And lay that chili on there, or take a chili. Get the onions, the garlic. Oh man, yeah, check that out. And look at that. What a sandwich. Yeah, I get ready to take my test bite here, and man, it goes so well. I'll tell you what. I wish you could have got my reaction, but it is what it is. I guess I had some difficulties with the camera and stuff, but oh well. All right, well, thanks for watching the video. That was a good one. Never did a brisket before, and a pressure pot, and I love this thing. I'm making all kinds of stuff in it. I got the other videos, but they still made a bunch of stuff besides the videos I got to put in here. But yeah, if you like that, please subscribe, like, and come check us out. Like I said, I had a problem with that audio and cameras messing up and everything. But hey, my videos will get better. They'll get better and better with time. If you like that, like I said, come back again. Check us out. Appreciate you.